And we've got the Panthers' superstar linebacker, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Panthers in the...
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Let's go. Let's go,
White going to come out throwing.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys,
okay, ready?
Can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, a next-gen stat says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Here's the Panthers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And taken at the 46. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go to Johnson again.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
15 yards on the play, 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue, just make sure you feed me the football? And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line.
I'm not flying. I'm not flying.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Oilers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with them.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Oilers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They are riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do?
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. It's their quarterback. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Oilers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
And he's off to a very poor start. 2 passes, 2 interceptions. We'll try and see if he can complete a few to the good guys here as he starts 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, White.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, here's White. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now White. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's in his zone, 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
Here we go.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Kemp, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Oilers continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point safely through. And the rout is on here in this first half. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense.
They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's White. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. Well, let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
This is taken at the 18. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
On second down, Kemp. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And they're going to speed things up here. On third down, Kemp. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll keep it on the ground. Kemp. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Wade. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 16. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Let's go, baby. Here we go.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd. And it'll be intercepted. And the Panthers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly. But, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
So we've come to halftime after a and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the 2nd half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might always be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Kim, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 2nd down now, Kim. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. They run. It's Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Oilers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. Now White with a 1st down throw. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw, White. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. White looks to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's caught by Sims. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And oh, he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
19 tight.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Oilers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And we're back now in Charlotte. Or the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And the Panthers coming out now.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. White. And it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side, and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw on 2nd and 10. White is going to loft it deep right sideline. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for Carolina. And even 40 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now White. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page, because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you, because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it, because we don't know if we can get back here again.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
He finds his man, complete. It's Wade. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A big play there for Carolina. 56 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now White lost the football. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. White. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive. He's got it at the 15, and he will get into the end zone. It's another. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Panthers about ready to take over. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
To throw again on second down. White, he'll find Metcalf. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. White. He finds his man complete. That's Rose. On the move past the 40. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's White. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually got to pick up a holding call.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, you realize that both sides